had kind of an not interesting week. That's not interesting means that I'm interested. Like I want more of it. I'm curious and I want to find. No, we can let this week go. Okay, it can go. But here's the thing that is the reality of it for me. Usually, when some of you who have done Landmark, like Krista and I have done, and I don't know if Damaris has or
I
not.
did.
You did. Okay, awesome. We whenever you declare yourself as something, all of this comes up to go, yeah, no, you're not, and you got to sift through all the no, you're nots to get to the yes, you are's, right? Okay. So this week has been a week of you're not. And it's been very interesting because everything about my readings, everything about the cards and the crystals and is saying, and this planets are like, hey, this is the time that, happy, go for it, do it, everything's successful. And I'm over here going, no, I screwed up. I'm wrong. I'm bad. I should like go away and disappear and never come back. And, so like I said, it's all the, oh, no, you're not coming back in the face to be sifted through. Right. So what this brings to the forefront is ways that I have dealt with this type of stuff in the past. These emotional reactive patterns that don't work anymore, right? So and the one that I want to bring to the forefront to explore has to do with something that I learned from my father. My father, if you disagreed with him in any way, shape, or form, or mentioned that there was a problem, right? Well, then it was over forever and don't ever talk to me again. And I'm leaving in a cloud of dust and you'll never, you'll regret this eventually. Right. So there's this thing that I want to bring to your attention that's not really working for me. And I don't do that because I'm afraid that I'm going to lose you right? If I make mention of the slightest little thing that could be working better for me, right? So there's that. I keep my mouth shut and suffer in silence because I'm afraid of what it's going to cost me, right? And that's number one that released this week and found the courage to speak up and say, you know what? Even if it's all or nothing, I am willing to risk that to speak my truth and stop doing things I don't want to do. Okay. Out of some sense of, I owe this to you, or I'm obligated, or I should, type of thing. And once I did that, and it wasn't just in one area, it was in a number of different areas, right? And even to the point where I think I'm probably going to communicate to one of my bosses this week that I need one more day taken off the schedule because in effect, I have been working 7 days a week since November.
Yikes.
This is not sustainable. And I came this close to making myself very sick this week. Okay. Now, if I wasn't all on top of my immunity therapies, right? My elderberry syrup and my HCQ and my winter tea, I probably would have been down for a week based on what crossed my path this week and what I could have caught. Okay. So again, another one of those emotional responses that are not working for me anymore and that need to be let go. And I'm telling all of you this from my experience so that you can identify yourself in here somewhere maybe and recognize for yourself what you need to do. Because it's not my business to tell you, don't do this anymore in this particular case. This is, learn from my experience, if you will, right?
Yeah.
That's the best I got to offer you.